Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Felix here. I'm just coming in really to do a short update today. Um, my month has been crazy, as I'm sure everyone else's has been really lively this month. Just to slow it down though a little bit, I have got a self-care Sunday or Monday, I can't remember which one it is. Um, Let me just find my events at the moment. Okay, so in 13 days, so today's the 31st. So let me do it this way because um, I've just been so busy that I just feel a little bit unorganized at the moment. And I'm sure everyone else is kind of going through bits and bobs within themselves that they're having to heal and purge. Um, that we all kind of are doing at the moment. Um, so yeah, it's quite insane right now. Um, so that being said, so I've got a self-care Monday on Monday the 12th, and this should be at 6 p.m. I'm just going to double check because I know that I've got multiple um events going that week, like video recordings and whatnot. So Monday the 12th will be the self-care Monday. And then as I'm going to be traveling around this period, I'm actually going to have to do the Solstice event on the 17th. And it's also going to be at about 4 p.m. in the afternoon because I'm going to be in DC, in Washington, DC, going to do some grid work. And then the final event, um, which is a divine union, Temple of Divine Union calibration, will be on the, I believe, the last day of the month. Let me just double check. 29th of June it is. And that will just focus on bridging union through all fields, working to really develop the Temple of Divine Union within. So yeah, three events that are running. And then in the process of that as well, which I'll leave links down below, I will be attending Indigo Angels grid worker mission in Washington, D.C. So in the solstice over December last year, we went to Rome together and we worked through the Vatican. So this time we're going to be going through DC, and then a few days before that, I'm also going to be in the City of London. So we've got the whole trifecta just correcting and updating at the moment. So yeah, it's really quite a lot of heavy energy work. And then just to get into this, sorry, my brother's phoning me now. It's typical. Um, yeah, just to like knock this all off. Like we've also been going through such a really deep, intense period of healing at the moment, which has been running all the way through May and then or towards that second half of May actually, so after the 2 week mark, and then running continuously through June. And I actually feel that it's going to continue up until like a culmination point, really, to the opening of the Lions Gate on the 26th of July. So we've got all of this going on to open and develop, really reconstruct. What this is really doing, it is a complete rebirth, purification, detoxification, and dismantling of your old aspects where you have been tied into within the earth grids, where you've been tied into within timelines and consciousness, and also running to correct multiple I want to say like multiple structures that you've kind of been a part of to put into place, which was damaging for the earth. So we're looking at these things to correct them and then really build sovereignty and reclaim power back from these times where we were running digressive behavioral patterns, behavioral types, and embodying more of a negative structure. So as we move through this, we're then able to kind of dismantle and reallocate flows of energy. Sorry. To dismantle where we've kind of been playing prior to learn and see how this kind of construct will kind of come about, and then birth it into what it is that we are becoming. So that being said, this moment, this period is a very, very deep detox. And not just on like the energetic levels, I'm finding it running through into much more of like a like physical level, the way that we're eating. And sometimes I have split and had a chocolate brownie, like I did today, but it was vegan and it was low sugar. So, you know, it's being able to find the compromise and the balance from the additives and the addictions to break them down and start to reassess, rebuild, and then start to reconstruct how we are treating our bodies in the process. So much heavy work has been going on. And then as this is kind of also developing, we're also being able to come into these higher pockets of light energy where we're able to really lift ourselves out and then work to start to integrate and assimilate and anchor the higher light aspects of ourselves to come in and really open and I want to say like build this just the analogy that they're giving me. It's like putting the pieces of the puzzle into the correct spot. So you're getting a much more clearer understanding of what it is that you have been doing to get here. Really, it's quite fascinating at the same time. Albeit at the same time, it's quite devastating too, because you're kind of looking at these really ugly parts of ourselves where we lock ourselves away from and really just kind of refuse to participate. So that being said, when we can, I've been gifted the most amazing healer to work with at the moment. She's really helped me so well. In fact, there's a couple that I work with, and this one's just it's really fantastic because she's really helping me unlock a lot of the contracts side of things as well, and I'm kind of doing the same thing with her. So where you are able or unable to kind of see these kind of parts of ourselves, where we put limitations to block ourselves from seeing, finding these healers that come in and really connect with you on a soul level, and they're able to kind of unlock so much within you that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see yourself, because they get to see your blind spots, and in my experience I've been able to see theirs. So it's like what I'm learning from all of this is how much, even on a soul level, we are still so in need of each other and how much we can support each other within this. And that is such a beautiful thing to discover, because for many years I would have just kind of closed myself off and done what I could do for myself. And now it's kind of like opening up this whole spectrum of possibility, where realizing that one person can be the oxygen and the other person can be the carbon dioxide, I guess. So you're taking in the oxygen to release out the carbon dioxide, release out the poison from this other person. And that in and of itself is really quite magical. I'm hoping that that's like the right analogy, because that's what it kind of felt like. It was like a taking in of the oxygen to release, but the oxygen was given from this other person, which really kind of would make more sense if it was a plant. But um, what can you do? Um, yeah. So that being said, I'm finding it so amazing to be unlocked by people who normally I wouldn't actually allow too close into my space. So it's been a big shift in trust. And I'm sure many others are kind of feeling and sensing and going through the same thing, where for such a long time we've not really been given a reason to trust to trust people, up until what I'm feeling is now, for myself at least, is that the presentations of kindness, of authenticity, of um, like a soul sister or a soul brother family unit really coming to the forefront to help each other. Um, so yeah, that's been a really amazing thing to be uh, within and observing and experiencing all at the same time. And I guess the benefits to allow people back in are kind of limitless, because where they can see your blind spots, you're then able to shift and to accommodate something that you never thought was even there. So, yeah, that being said, just such amazing, amazing people there are in this world that are so gifted and so talented and so selfless to be able to want to come and just help randomly. And what a gift. So anyway, that being said, a lot of the clearing that's been going on has been really impacting not just the individual, the grids, but also the collective fields as well. Because we're all kind of like detangling ourselves and pulling our energy back, and understanding layer by layer where we've kind of been interplaying and how this sits within a collective logos setting. Which is then giving us the development to kind of pull ourselves back and dismantle the kind of architecture that we have been playing with within that kind of structure. So really, it's a complete dismantling, like I said at the start, a complete dismantling of the mind, of the constructs, of the programs from foundation levels upwards. To I've got Indy messaging me now. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, to really dismantle all of these kind of constructs within um where we're sat. So this month to come, I'm going to be away from the 1st to the 8th, and then from the 10th and 11th, and then from the 14th to the 23rd. and doing bits and bobs all over the place, to be honest. So I'm going to wish you all a lovely June and take some time at the beginning just to recalibrate and just sit with where I'm at the moment, because it's just been so much this month. It really, really has. And I actually invite you all to do the same and just to really take some time to relax. Because my God, you deserve it. Absolutely. There's just so much going on. Take some time just to be with yourself and integrate what it is that you've been going through, understand it. Where's it been coming from? What are the contracts involved? What are the emotions? What are the feelings? Where did it root from? What's the seed point? Understand it, integrate it, and be at peace with yourself when you come to that point of understanding, and congratulate yourself because it's not been easy. Yeah. So that being said, I'm not going to put on a meditation to this video directly because I'm going to be recording one tonight. So I will record a full meditation, maybe about a 45-minute one, where we can all kind of come together through that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I love you all. Have a great June. And I'll see you bits and bobs throughout the month, I'm sure. And I will be doing some recordings with Indy in DC. So yeah, sending you so much love. Bye, guys.